Since its conception, American media has long lacked adequate representation. Historical inequality and injustice have permeated all sorts of media to create a visual timeline of their presence in society. One of the first classics, The Birth of a Nation, depicts the egregiously racist sentiment of the time. In this clip, a white man in blackface pursues a woman who finds him so repulsive that she throws herself off a cliff. Compare this clip to that of the movie Soul Man, made in 1986. In this movie, a young white man wants to go to Harvard, but doesn't have the money to pay for it.
Tuition and fees. $10,493. No.
Congratulations, Mr. Watson.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best.
So, he takes tanning pills to make himself appear black to qualify for a scholarship meant for specifically African American applicants. The story follows his acceptance into Harvard and the eventual backlash of his physical transition. The movie is a clear example of the pseudo-acceptance of the era. Though the film ends with the main character feeling badly about usurping the scholarship and paying back the money he got from it, the plot is full of stereotypes and the main character is in blackface, bringing back to the offensive material of the previous clip.
You're a little bit racist.
Well, you're a little bit too.
I guess we're both a little bit racist.
Admitting it is not an easy thing to do.
But I guess it's true.
Between me and you, I think
Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
In this clip of a musical called Avenue Q, two actors who sing using puppets sing about everyone's tendency to be a little bit racist. This song reflects an early 2000s sort of comedy in which creators use innocent media like puppets or cartoons to tell offensive jokes. This tactic can be seen in shows like South Park or Family Guy. Though there is an element of self-deprecative awareness in dark comedy involved, any legitimate awareness of inequality this sort of content is attempting to raise is obfuscated by a sense of complacency and a lack of diversity within the industry. As you could see, all the main actors in the clips shown thus far have been white. The entertainment industry suffers from a severe lack of diversity in lead roles in film. As seen in this graph, minorities made up only 13.9% of lead roles in 2016. This evidences a clear lack of representation, especially considering the fact that only 62.06% of the population in the US is white.
I'd like to know why Penny's here.
I'm here to support my man, just like you.
What are you going to do? Take people's drink orders and get them wrong?
Do it.
Lack of adequate representation does not apply to only racial minorities. Women, people in the LGBT community, and people with disabilities are frequently misrepresented in media. Sitcom writers like those of The Big Bang Theory did in this clip frequently insert sexist, racist, and other offensive jabs to get cheap laughs from the audience.
She plans on flirting with members of the tenure committee to further Leonard's cause.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Don't just stand there, take your breaths out.
Women are typically used in movies for sexual appeal and are more often than not relegated to supporting roles rather than main roles. This image shows the all-too-common faceless woman that is plastered on so many movie posters. This indicates the overwhelming focus on women's bodies in selling entertainment. In the following clips, the slandering of transgender people in a clip from Sex and the City and the gross mischaracterization and stereotyping of lesbian women in the show Fresh Off the Boat are shown.
Get that thing out of my ass or I'm gonna shit on it! I mean, is that the dirtiest thing you've ever heard? Let's hope so. I am paying a fortune to live in a neighborhood that's trendy by day and tranny by night. Tranny? Transsexuals. Chicks with dicks, boobs on top, balls down below. I don't get the appeal there.
it's the other white meat.
Ah,
People have been buying me drinks all day. The women here are so sweet.
These two sperm bags giving you any trouble?
I said I closed out 18.
The hell you did!
Oh, we should have never moved in together so soon!
Though these failures of representation are rampant both historically and presently in entertainment media, there seems to be evidence of a movement to more representative and just content.
What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
Take the musical Hamilton, for example. In this show, people of color play the founding fathers of the United States. This casting choice sparked a major movement for Broadway, which used to heavily restrict the race of characters. Hamilton marks a clear transition point in the entertainment industry, where race is no longer a primary factor in suitability for roles. The show also tells the story of the founding of the nation in a way that emboldens groups that were silenced during that time period. Also on Broadway, the Deaf West revival of Spring Awakening brought accessibility to the stage in a way that has rarely been seen before. In this production, deaf and hard of hearing actors act alongside hearing actors who all use sign language in combination with song to create a production that can be enjoyed and understood by anyone.
My son, it is your time.
Black Panther, a 2018 film with a majority black cast, was wildly successful at the box office. The minority-dominated makeup of the cast has never been seen before in any blockbuster movie, let alone the Marvel franchise, and its success has proven that black creators and actors are just as capable and talented at producing good and profitable content. These movies and shows show that accurate representation is possible, and does not present an imposition on art in any way. If the entertainment industry and the creators within it become more conscious, more empathetic, and more receptive, misrepresentation of historically oppressed identities could come to an end.